Your greetings to you. I just had to come to you live right now this evening. This is totally crazy right now. What a day. What a day. I'm up, it's about maybe 10:15 or so on the West Coast. And I just got a text message. $36 million. $36 million. That is what it's going to cost PHA. You should have left Slaughter alone. I just got a text message saying, look, it's already out. Go check it out for yourself. I got the documents on it. It was sent to me personally. I got a text message that said, look, you can go ahead and talk about it. It's open game right now. There is a $36 million lawsuit that has been filed against Prince Hall, the Conference of Grand Masters. Also, there are names within the lawsuit. It's about to get messy. And from what I gather and what I understand, the last two courts, the last time they went to court, Slaughter won both cases. He won both cases. And here's what I do know. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I do know. The mere fact that he actually won more than the checks. I mean, he won, like, I think a total of 460,000 total. They wrote 2 checks, and he won more than that. He won in the millions, but he cut you some slack. I'm telling you what he told me. He cut you some slack. And now you're going back to court, and the lawsuit is worth 36 million. Do you have 36 million? I don't know. I'm just asking, do you have 36 million? Because it don't look good right now. Greetings, everybody who's coming on. I mean, I'm just sharing the information, and I'm being honest. I'm not here to throw blows or to say or to make anybody look bad or anything. I'm just sharing with you information I've just gotten. And it's probably already out there, and a lot of people probably already have it. It's a $36 million lawsuit that has been filed against the Council of Grand Masters for PHA. And not only against them, but against individuals. And from, like I said before, the last 2 lawsuits that was you went to court with Slaughter, you lost both of them. And I know people feel that he's clandestine, he's bogus, he's this and he's that, but you are yet to prove any of that. And this man is like, either you're going to leave him alone and let him be, or you're going to be broke. Simple as that. Greetings to the most wishful honorable. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brother Wilson. I'm just saying, either you're going to leave him alone, or you're going to end up broke. I seen the documents. And I'm like, well, damn. I am so for real. I'm quite sure some of you now already know. You can go and probably pull it up. It's on there. It is the Most Wishful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Louisiana versus the Council of Grand Masters. And he's like I said, he's naming names. It's personal. And it's the Grand Lodge, Council of Grand Masters. So, you know, I don't know how you personally feel about it and your thoughts, but this thing has let the genie out of the bottle. Sometimes it is best to allow people to go on about their business and let them do what they do and not even worry about it. Because right now, the way things look it doesn't look good. And I'm going to share this with you. Here's something I do know. And I need for you just to think about this just for a moment. Just give this some thought. Just for a moment. When I see mainstream Grand Lodges, what we call state Grand Lodges, they got their issues. So I'm going to share this with you. The Grand Lodge of California and the Grand Lodge of Tennessee, right? They don't have recognition with each other. They don't. However, the Grand Lodge of Tennessee and the Grand Lodge of California is still part of the North American Conference of Grand Masters for mainstream Grand Lodges. You see the difference? Do you see the difference? I'm saying that although it may look as if this Grand Lodge, California Grand Lodge, is poor recognition saying that the members don't go, you can't visit, blah, blah, blah. Did those Grand Masters vote to remove Tennessee from the North America Conference of Grand Lodges on the mainstream? No, they didn't. They didn't. They just said that's a California and Tennessee issue. Y'all deal with that, but we're going to still do this over here. And that's how you have to think sometimes. If you'd have just left slaughter alone, you have your own Supreme Council, you have your Grand Lodge of State, do you? If you'd have just let it be, you wouldn't be in a third lawsuit, one that may have the potential really financially hurting your Masonic family. You may not be there, but that's not your thought. You didn't think that way. You should have looked at the bigger picture coming down. Some people, you have to let them be and go on about their business. This man, they call him the Dean of Grand Masters for a reason. They call him that amongst the Prince Hall Grand Masters. And although May 17th, they said that the Council of Grand Masters all agreed to remove slaughter from that Council of Prince Hall Grand Masters and let his Grand Lodge be out on an island, that was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. You said help me. What do you need me to help you with? But that was totally the wrong move. Now you're way out here on a limb, wondering you got to go defend a $32 million lawsuit. Well, $36 million lawsuit. That's what you got to do. It's costing your membership money. It's costing your membership money. But man, I don't know who's pulling the strings behind trying to isolate slaughter, but that was a bad move. It was really a bad move. You shouldn't have tried to isolate him. You shouldn't have tried to do the things you tried to do to him. And now, for lack of a better word, you have a John G. Jones .2050. You know, it is just totally crazy the way I'm watching this play out versus how mainstream has dealt with a very similar circumstances. And my thing is to us who are brothers and sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star and of the craft, we got to look at this thing differently. We got to look at the big picture and make sure that we maintain a cohesiveness amongst each other. That's my thing. You know, even when I talked to Slaughter yesterday and I talked to him today, it's like, nah, I'm good, Brother Hawkins. I mean, I'm doing my thing. I mean, they are the ones who poked the bear. So you poke the bear and this is what you get. A $36 million lawsuit that you're going to have to deal with, that your members are going to have to pay. And then what? What does this do for your membership as a whole when you're about to come out of pocket and pay this $36 million? In my conversation today with Grandmaster Slaughter, and we talked about how Black Masons should treat each other and how we should react and respond to each other, and that we should be civil toward each other, and seeing how this is all playing out. How I've seen the chat groups where you've talked about this man, and he's clandestine now. He can't be clandestine. He wasn't clandestine last year when he was part of the Congress of when he was part of the Conference of Grandmasters. He wasn't clandestine. He wasn't clandestine before that. And now that he's not, he's clandestine, he's irregular, he's bogus, he's all of that. You see how quick you turn on your own Do you see what you just did? You turned on them so quick until it was unreal. You turn on them so quick until it's unreal, but you got to learn how to deal with situations that are delicate like this to maintain a cohesiveness within the family. You have to understand that. You know, all of us are not going to get along. We're not going to like everything that the next person does, but you have to find common ground to be able to work and build a relationship and maintain a foundation and structure strong enough to withstand those things that's going to come towards you. But now your foundation is totally fractured. It is totally fractured, and it makes no sense for your foundation to be that fractured when you have such a dynamic person in Slaughter. And I say dynamic because isn't he a past imperial potentate for Prince Hall? Is he not? Is he not considered the dean of Grand Master amongst your conference? Did you not lose 2 lawsuits against him? And now here's a third one. You got to realize when you're dealing with someone like him, it's best for him to be on your side sometime, or let him be. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? It's cool. Grandmaster Slaughter, do your thing. You're still a part of the conference. We just ask that, you know, we maintain this cohesiveness within the family of PHA. If somebody else wants to start a lodge, let's just maintain us. Let's keep us functioning. Let's keep the foundation strong. And I know some of you say, well, he invaded the state. He shouldn't have invaded the state. Let me tell you something. When you are trying to maintain peace and harmony, him invading your state may be a good thing because everybody stays home. Everybody stays home. Although they may be under his jurisdiction as a lodge and as a lodge that works up under and chartered by the Grand Lodge of Louisiana, they stay home. They still home. They still home. But when you can't see the big picture, because you're trying to flex, you fracture your foundation. I've been there. I've seen it. I've seen it for myself, and that doesn't work very well. Greetings, Brother Larry Diamond. I appreciate you coming on. That doesn't work very well. So now you're faced with a $36 million lawsuit. Oh, not only that, hold on. I'm going to back up. You got the Grand Master out of Arizona, PHA. He's a felon now. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. He's a felon. You got a Grand Master. He's not, I don't think he's the sitting Grand Master right now, but he's a felon. It just doesn't play out well. See, I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I can't do. I can't throw stones at someone else not realizing I got a stone or a block or a brick or whatever coming back my way, and I got my own issues I got to deal with. My Grand Lodge got his issues. I can't do that. All I'm saying is sometimes you have to be able to build bridges and have an understanding and let people go on about their business and do whatever they're going to do and maintain a structure and function within your own Masonic body. You have to be able to do that to maintain these days, because I'm saying everybody got the issues, including mainstream. Okay, including mainstream. They just I want to say Illinois. I want to say the past Grand Master of Illinois for mainstream Grand Lodge has just been suspended. Hear me again. The past Grand Master of Illinois. Okay, I'm gonna double check, but I got the article. I just got it today, and it may be old news for some, but it's new to me. Has just been suspended. Well, you may ask, why was he suspended? Messing with the money. Messing with the money. So don't like I said, I'm not just throwing stones. I understand this thing goes both ways. There are multiple Grand Lodges out here, be it international, Modern Free, PHO, PHA, Ancient Free and Accepted Mason, the Black Diaspora Freemason. We all got our issues. But we who are in those diasporas, we who are part of that diaspora of Black Masons need to understand we have to stop doing what we're doing. And you may say, well, what's that? We have to begin to show respect and dignity toward each other, and then we'll be able to solidify the foundation that's supposed to be in Freemasonry. It says that we who are Masons are best suited to work with the same person who have the same thought process. I want to see you be successful. You want to see me be successful. Yes, I disagree with you. I agree to disagree. Okay, when you go do this, I'm going to go do that, but we're not going to break and be discivil or have a discourse between each other to where we can't communicate and help each other along the way, because nobody gets anywhere by themselves. See, Slaughter wasn't by himself when he started his Supreme Council. He wasn't by himself as he began to develop lodges in other states. He wasn't by himself. And I'm going to say this. I don't believe that every Grand Master in the Conference of Grand Lodges are against Slaughter. As a matter of fact, I know. Although the word went out May 17th, the Grand Masters joined together and they removed Slaughter from the Conference of Grand Masters. I do not believe that every Grand Master voted for that. I don't believe it, based upon the information that I have. If I went on my phone, I can actually pull it up and show it. I'm gonna post it. I'm going to post it. How about that? And I know a lot of people are like frustrated within Freemasonry and wondering what is going on. This is what's going on. What's going on is that in Freemasonry, when we look at it and what it's supposed to be and how we're supposed to carry ourselves, we're not doing it. I'm talking to those who are in leadership, who's in power, because I learned when I talked to Slaughter, and he said, Brother Tony, I have no issues with Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. They are my brothers. He said other Prince Hall Grand Masters can't say that. And it really made me think, why are you trying to out him? It really made me think. Number 6, 26:24. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord makes his face shine. You know what? I'm going to say this. Charles Chamberlain, greetings to you. Glad to have you on, and I appreciate the scriptures, and I thank you. I'm going to be preaching on Sunday at my church. Please tune in. I certainly would appreciate it, and thank you. I appreciate it. Cain and Abel, jealous. Yeah, you can say that. You can definitely say that, the Cain and Abel thing, but when I sit back, and for me, when I sit back and watch a picture and look at the bigger picture of what's happening, and when Slaughter said, look, I don't have an issue, it's those guys over there, it really made me think. It really gave me something to think. Who's really pulling the strings to isolate Slaughter? You have to think about this. Because like I said before, I don't think, nor do I believe that all the Grand Masters of the Conference of Grand Lodges said, okay, you're done. I don't see it based upon the information that has been posted in some of these chat groups, based upon personal information I personally received from people who was in the room. No. Because if you're going to tell me that if you're going to tell me that each Grand Lodge is sovereign, and this is what you believe, the Conference of Grand Masters has no power. Hold that thought. I'm going to say this again. If you tell me that the Conference of Grand Masters wanted to isolate Slaughter by removing his Grand Lodge from the role of Prince Hall Grand Lodges, and then deem him to be clandestine and irregular and bogus. You can't do that, because the Council of Grand Lodges have no authority over those sovereign Grand Lodges that may say, hey, Slaughter, you know what? Your members are welcome to participate. They're welcome to visit my lodge or the lodges under this jurisdiction. They're welcome. And when you do that, you may prevent the man from coming into your state and setting up other lodges or consistories or York White Scott. You might save yourself. I'm just saying, you might save yourself, because as sure as you tell that man that, no, you can't come in my state and do X, Y, and Z. No, you can't do that. Oh, I can. There are members in your Grand Lodge that may say, well, you know what? I always wanted to have my own lodge anyway. And this worship master's been in this same seat for 30 years, 20 years, 15 years. And we ain't really never done anything anyway. I'm going to go see if Slaughter will give me a charter. Oh, yeah, I give you a charter. You need a charter? Yeah. Oh, demit. Oh, they got to demit, right? Demit. What that's like? He ain't going to demit. He going to give them a charter and say, welcome home. And you know what? They're going to be still PHA. They're going to be still PHA, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Because they're going to be to the day they die, and they'll probably still calling me bogus. I'm just saying, I didn't throw that, I was just saying. I'm just saying, because it ain't funny, but it's funny because I'm like, oh my God. 36 million. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I have to think, yo, how macho push-ups you're hitting in a row now. Stop. You know, but man, it's really something to think about as we go through this thing we call Freemasonry, as we look at what's actually happening around us, not only in PHA, but in mainstream. Not only in mainstream, but ancient, free, and accepted. Not only in main, and all of the Masonic bodies this year has been crazy. It has been crazy. I say over the past maybe 2 years. I mean, my dearest Masonic brothers in the National Grand Lodge, they have had their issues. They have had their issues. As a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with my good friend, the National Grand Master, Tyrone Montgomery. And he was saying, you know, he wished that they could have mended bridges, you know, in how he had asked me. He really asked me, hey, you know what? You know myself, and you know Brother Lewis. Is there any way we can mediate to kind of solidify and come back together? Tyrone tried that between the national. He tried that. That's a fact. I got paperwork. He sent me paperwork asking me to help because I knew both National Grand Masters. And one said no. And when he said no, Tyrone's like, okay, cool. That's on him. But it didn't stop Tyrone from going to the Philippines and establishing a PHO Grand Lodge over in the Philippines now. It didn't stop him from going to France and building a relationship. It didn't stop him from going down to Brazil and building a relationship with Brother George. It didn't stop him. It encourages him. See, if they could have solidified themselves between the two nationals, if they could have somehow worked that out and said, okay, let us work this out, they've been so much better off. And I must say this in regards to my own jurisdiction. We've had our problems. We've had our problems. The mere fact is, when people try to sank your ship and they realized that your ship was not meant to be sunk, and you come back and they be like, well, damn, yeah. I had an issue like that a few years back, where even in my council of Grand Masters wanted to oust me. But my Grand Master Kevin Sanders was like, no, you can't out him. I'm the only somebody that can out him. He's in my Grand Lodge. And what they say, well, you know what? If you want to be with Tony Hawkins and da 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 da, my grandmaster said, let's go. So my Grand Lodge removed itself from the Conference of Grand Masters. It was like, okay, cool, we'll go. Now, do I still have friends in the various Masonic jurisdictions? Yes, I do. Do I call them? Yes, I do. Do I have any hard feelings? I don't anymore. I did in the beginning because I was like pissed. And to see these things happen within Masonry, sometimes this can be disheartening because you did not join Freemasonry to go through this BS. A lot of you did not. Let's just be honest with yourself. You didn't join Masonry to deal with this. No, you didn't. You didn't join Masonry to see the craziness that you know now. I bet you if many of you knew what you know now, some of you probably would have never joined Masonry. Some of you probably would have never joined the Eastern Star. I'm just saying. But because of our love for Masonry, for the Order of the Eastern Star, we stay. Because some of us see the true essence of the organization, so we stay. We stay because of the friendships. We stay because of the joy that we get out and partake in being a member. That's why we stay where we at. That's why you stay PHA. Not just because, well, we legit. No, you stay there because somebody in that lodge that brought you in, they still there and you having a great time on this journey with them. That's why you stay. Sisters stay in chapters because they like, I love this sisterhood. These sisters right here, I'll go to war for. So you stay. The grand chapter may suck, but that chapter you're in, y'all like this, so you stay. The same thing goes for some lodges. You stay because the lodge that you're in is like this, and you brothers rock. You do cookouts. You help the homeless. You support your schools. You do that. Your Grand Lodge ain't doing it, but you doing it. So you stay. You know, this is what you do. And this is why a lot of us enjoy Freemasonry and the Order of the Eastern Star. But what we also see is a lot of egos. People can't get along because I'm this and you're that. But when you have a Grand Master and you have a Grand Matron that says, you know what, I'm cool. Do your thing, grow, chapter, go and grow. My brothers of the lodge, when you got a Grand Master that tells you go and grow. But when you have a supposedly supreme body like a Conference of Grand Masters or a General Grand Masonic Congress, whatever that may look like, when you have something hanging over your head like that, you can't grow because they feel that they have more power than the Grand Master. They feel that way. So what they try to do is to dictate to the Grand Lodge what you can and can't do. No. And this is what you get a lot of times in a lot of different jurisdictions. And so the Grand Master feels that you are encroaching upon his powers to run his state. General Grand Masonic Congress, Congress of Grand Masters, Conference of Grand Masters. You're approaching upon the power of the Grand Master by interfering with things that he's doing in his state. So therefore, if you lose that membership, they say, okay, give me my 2,000 or 3,000 members. We out, we good. And I'm going to continue to grow. Nobody never thought that Slaughter would do the things he's doing. You didn't think so. I'm gonna say it again. The man is considered the dean of grandmasters. He's been a grandmaster for over 20-some years. Do you not know that he done his homework? Do you not know he studied Freemason? Do you not know he understands the laws and rules and regulations and what he can and can't do and how to do it? Somebody must have didn't tell you. They don't call him dean for nothing. You don't call him dean for nothing. I'm just giving it to you like that because a lot of times we don't want to talk about those things. You know, we don't want to talk about those things. Peace. Greetings, everybody who's coming up. Judith, what's going on with you? I appreciate you. What's going on with you, Brother Diaz? How you doing, brother? Grandmaster Diaz. What's going on? Sharp, what's happening with you? BW, I think that says Sharp. Trying to use my glasses or something, but yep. What's going on, Cam? What's going on, Block? Everybody, Lamont, what's happening with you? Shadow, what's going on with you? Everybody who's coming in, I appreciate you tuning in. Brother Larry Diamond, how you doing? Thank you for being the mediator today. Today, our topic is a $36 million lawsuit against the Conference of Grandmasters and others, which is crazy. 36 million. That's going to hurt your pocket. That's going to hurt your pocket. Like I said earlier, you already lost 2 lawsuits. Now you're finna have a third one coming at you. Sometimes you have to be able to back up and reassess and look at the liabilities of your Masonic jurisdiction. What's going on? I'm new here. Hi. Welcome aboard. I hope that you're doing okay. What's up, George? How you doing, my brother out of Arizona? You know, and this is some of the things we got to really, really consider. And I mean that. This is why it's important for your grand master or your grand matron to be able to broaden themselves. And when I say broaden themselves, don't just be about, well, I'm in my state. Masonry is bigger than your state. Well, I'm in my country. Masonry in the Order of the Eastern Star is bigger than your country. Although there's not a lot of Eastern Stars in other countries, but there are Masons around the world. That's why it's universal. And when you're able to grab that and understand that, you understand Masonry from a whole nother point of view. All of this BS that I've been hearing over the years, and I was part of it, about who's this and who's that, that shit is over. It's done. It's dead. Modern free is not going anywhere, people. International, I don't care how much you call them clandestines, they're not going anywhere. There are people within the international family that loves international. They like what it stands for. They like how it operates. They enjoy the camaraderie. They're able to do whatever they're going to do in their journey of Freemasonry. And ain't nothing you're going to do to change their mind unless they're already weak-minded about where they're at. If they're strong-minded and they like it and they enjoy it and they see it for themselves, what International is doing for them, they're going to stay. The same goes for Modern Free. The same goes for the National. The same goes for 18 Free and Accepted. The same goes for any Masonic jurisdiction you're a part of, no matter how you look at it. What is that lodge? What is that chapter offering you or doing for you, or you're doing for the chapter or offering that lodge to keep you there to enjoy the works of the brotherhood, of the sisterhood? That's the journey we all like. That's the journey we enjoy. That's the journey I love. That's why I've been here over 30 some odd years in the same lodge, same jurisdiction. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. We got to learn to move forward instead of being so angry. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because when I say things, I have to realize that I'm talking to me too. I have to realize that. And I was thinking in regards to my dear friend, Grandmaster Stephen Smith. He and I have had a disagreement. And I told him the friendship is done. We done. I told him that. Grandmaster John G. Jones, Grand Lodge of Mississippi. Been knowing him for over 20 some years. But he and I had a disagreement. We didn't see eye to eye on some things. And some words was exchanged. However, I said we was done. The relationship was over. But I have to realize, if he doesn't, that's cool. But I have to realize that it shouldn't be so easy to throw away a true friendship. If it's that easy to criticize somebody or to throw away a relationship, it was never a true relationship. I'm gonna say that again. If it was so easy to throw away a relationship with someone you've been knowing for 20 years because you had a disagreement, it was never really a true relationship. I thought about that. Grandmaster Steve Smith came up on my live feed a few days ago. It was good to see him. We haven't really spoken, but I believe that our silence or not speaking to each other doesn't mean that we don't have any respect for each other. It doesn't mean that we can't speak. We just haven't picked up the phone to really speak. So I'm just throwing that out there. But with that being said, this is how we should really be within the confines of Freemasonry. This is how we should really carry ourselves. And a lot of us don't do it because we're so hard up on some things. I'm gay. Well, it's okay to be gay. I'm glad you're happy. I'm so glad you're happy, Lawrence. You know? Let me see. What about I don't know what about that. Never heard of Brother Grandmaster for 20 years. Well, now you have. If you are a member of Prince Hall, PHA, and you never heard of Grandmaster Slaughter, I'm sorry for you. Yes, he's been a Grandmaster for over 20 years. Yes, there's such a thing. I know of other Grandmasters who've been in the seat just as long, or just as, long as he has. I've met them and I've known them. If the craft see that you continue to grow, if the craft see that you continue to put their energy in, if the craft see that you continue to flourish, they're going to keep you in their seat. I'm going to say this again. If the craft see that you are continuously growing the organization, if the craft see that you continuously thriving and moving and being enthused, they're going to keep you in the seat. As long as you do right by the craft will keep you there. As long as you're not trying to take their money, they're going to keep you there. Yeah, they are. They're going to keep you there. That's what they're going to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I used to think that way. I was like, damn, 25, 20 years. No. But as long as you're doing your job, it's okay. It's really okay. I don't know. Hi, first time on this channel. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you're getting something out of it. Today, we're talking about quite a few different things. One thing in particular we're talking about is a $36 million lawsuit against PHA in the council or the conference of grandmasters. The next thing we're talking about is the mere fact that the grandmaster or past grandmaster of the Grand Lodge of Illinois, Free and Accepted Masons, mainstream Grand Lodge, has just suspended their past grandmaster. The next thing we're talking about is understanding and enjoying Freemasonry through all of the BS. Through all of the BS, a lot of us, hundreds and thousands of us, really enjoy Freemasonry. We do. We get a kick out of it, man. The things we come across, The information we learn, the things that we can apply, the journey, the friends we met, the friends we made, it's none of us will probably be like, man, the journey has been so real for a lot of us till like there's nothing else that really matters. I'm going to say this again. The journey has been so real for a lot of us until without it, a lot of us would be like, what am I going to do? Real talk. A lot of us wouldn't know what to do without the Freemasons, the Order of Eastern Star, because we're so entrenched in the philosophy, in the brotherhood, in the sisterhood, until it moves us because we know what it's supposed to be. That's why it's that way. I'm going to say this again. The reason some of us are where we're at and people don't understand the love that we have for the organization is because we truly understand the organization. See, we have been able to remove off and take off the BS, set that aside, and look at the pure essence and philosophy of Freemasonry and what it means. That's why a lot of us love it, and we don't care what people say. Oh, you're a devil worshiper. Well, if that's what you say. Oh, you're this or you're that. You can say whatever you want to say until you have done the things I've done to get here and enjoy the atmosphere or that lodge or that chapter. You'll never understand it. You will never understand it. I saw with you on Tubi. I'm not sure. I'm missing that. I'm missing that. I appreciate it. I'm missing it. I'm sorry. Can you speak me? Yeah, if you give me a call, I'll talk to you. I'm just that guy. I'm that guy. I don't mind this. This journey I'm on. I'm having a ball with it through the good times and through the bad times, because I've had some good times and I've had some bad times, but I've met some awesome brothers along the way. And when I say that, that's inclusive. When I say I've met some awesome brothers along the way, that's inclusive. I got a brother right now, and he's a part of the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. We speak at least twice a week, and brother, does he keep me informed, keeps me on my toes, asks me questions all the time. And I think he's a past master from Philly, out of Philly, part of the Prince Hall Grand Lodge there. And we have a great conversation. He keeps me on my toes. He just recently sent me his new book. Dang it, I ain't got your book with me, brother. He just recently sent me his new book, and it's dynamite. And I want to send him a big shout out. Thank you. I got your book, brother. I'm not through with it. It's not a real thick book, but it's a book that's going to enlighten you on Freemasonry and what we're actually supposed to be doing. And I know a lot of you probably already have books like that in your library, but when you look at the atmosphere today, when you look at what's taking place today, and you're not applying those things to this journey, and why are you even a Mason? Why are you even an Eastern Star? You got to question yourself about that. When you're so hard up on trying to dictate to someone else where they should be, how they should be, and everything, what are you getting out of that? Because we need to be focused on our own Masonic lodge, our own Masonic jurisdiction, our own supreme. If we can focus, take that energy and apply it to the thing that we call ourselves, we love and enjoy, man, we'll all be a lot better off. We'll all be a lot better off. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. A little cranberry juice tonight, that's it. What craft? What craft? Luke B, what you mean what craft? Oh my, I see a lot of messages has been deleted. I'm not going to even go back and look at them. Why am I angry for no reason? I couldn't even answer that. But I can tell you this, if you're angry for no reason, you got to look at yourself. Lonely? If you're angry for no reason, you got to look at you. I'm not giving anybody any power to make me angry, to make me mad. You made me mad. No, I'm not going to give you that. I can't do that. Greetings to you from brothers. Really? Roosevelt, sounds off. Greetings to you myself. I appreciate you. Thank you. I already know, brother, going to be getting his check. He said, I already know that brother's going to be getting his check. You know, Masonry is often misunderstood. It is. Masonry is often misunderstood. You know, why? I couldn't tell you. And it has to be for those who are not in Masonry. Am I right? Masonry is misunderstood because of what? Well, I mean, because those who are not members don't understand when we say ride the goat. Those who are not members don't understand that we do. A lot of us do go to church, believe in God, and pray. A lot of us do. But hey, you got to be in order to really see it. And some people get in it just to say they was in it. Some people get in it to make recordings. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. Go buy a book. You know? Roosevelt. I love it because I got a chance to meet many beautiful and wonderful people from all kinds of jurisdictions, no matter what it is. Absolutely, brother. I was just over in Albania last week, met people from all over the world. I left there and went over to Istanbul, met people from all over the place. It's a beautiful thing, but we have to understand that. We got to get out of the mentality of just the United States. This is it. Look, when you are able to transform this here, when you're able to do that, man, it's off to the races. Ask Brother Calvin Beaumont. Ask him. Goes down to Mexico, goes to France, go to these various countries and enjoy Freemasonry without all the BS. I'm not saying that they don't have any. I didn't say that. I'm just saying without all the BS, you know? Yeah, strip that all away. Strip it away. Absolutely. Oh, you do? Okay, Brother Roosevelt. All right. You got a couple people in your lodge that know me. Okay, all right. Well, I give my regards to them. You know, give my regards to them. I appreciate that. But with that being said, as we begin to see Masonry change, Masonry is changing before your very eyes. Let me say this. The way we seen Masonry 25, 30 years ago, when I first came in, that Masonry is that Masonry right there is fading quick, fast, in a hurry. It's fading. Those type of brothers, be it good, bad, or indifferent, because there are some old heads that need to get out the way. And what I'm about to say may piss some people off. They got to die and go. Because if they don't, we're not going to move forward. If they don't. If some of these old heads don't die and move over, you're not going to move forward. And when I say move forward, it's the mere fact that the Black diaspora of Freemasonry needs to forge a relationship. I didn't say I need to come visit you, sit in your lodge. I didn't say that. I said forge a relationship, meaning that we need to begin to show a little bit more dignity and respect toward each other, meaning that we're all pulling from the same pool. I keep telling you that over and over again. You are not going over into those other folks' neighborhoods and pulling them to join your lodge. You're not doing it. Because most of us who live in these diverse cities, such as California, okay, we're pulling from the same brothers and sisters in the same neighborhood, such as New Orleans, such as Atlanta, and all the states. You're pulling from the same group of people. Modern Free, International, PHO, PHA, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. You're pulling from the same group of people. Very few of Black Grand Lodges have white Masons in them. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying you have very few. Okay? Very few of us have, like in California, we have Filipino lodges. We have Filipino Masons in my lodge. Okay? It's not many, but they have a different culture. So when we do our things, I look at Brother Tony, I'm okay. No, you ain't okay. Because there's a cultural thing happening here. There is. And I told my dear brother, I said, look, man, I said, I think I've said this before. I said, bro, look, let me connect you with a Filipino lodge. I don't do any hunting and fishing. I don't. But he does. He needs to be around brothers who do that sort of thing. So I helped him found a Filipino lodge where he can go and enjoy and speak his language and eat his food and be amongst those of his culture. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. Now he and I have a better relationship amongst each other. And he tells me all the time, Brother Tony, I want to say thank you. I said, bro, you don't need to thank me. We still Masonic brothers. What? Yeah. I would help any brother find a lodge. I would help any sister find a lodge that they want to be part of. I don't care if it's PHA. I don't give a rat's ass. If a brother said, Brother Tom, I'm looking for a lodge. Okay, here's your choices. No. I come from PHA. I want to stay PHA. Okay, let me help you. Modern Free, it's the same thing. I don't care. All I want you to do, hear me clearly. All I want you to do as a Mason, as an Eastern Star, all I want you to do is to enjoy the journey. That's what I want for you. That's all. I don't have time for this. You know what? the longer I live, the more I get closer to the other side. So I don't have long. I don't want to do that to somebody. I don't want to tell you, man, I wouldn't join that lodge. If I knew the lodge was no good, I would tell you that. But if I knew that the lodge and the brothers were good brothers, good sisters, I'm going to tell you, go join them. Go join them. They're better suit for you. You like esoteric Masons? I know a lodge that likes esoteric Masons. You know, they do that. They study, they love that thing. I'll do that. For those who know. And for those who don't need to know. Plain and simple. Greetings, Brother Hawkins. Brother Pitts, what's going on with you, man? You all right? Hey, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. I know you gave some crazy sloppy toppies. What? I don't get it. But greetings. Oh boy, the things that come through the night. Look, it's Friday night. I'm glad you're up with me. It has been crazy. I'm gonna backtrack on something real quick that just came across my mind, and I think about it a lot here recently. The mere fact that I did get Slaughter a call because some brothers kept asking me to reach out. Give him a call, give him a call, give him a call. And then finally, the funny thing is that someone sent me his number. They sent me his number and said, give him a call. I said, okay. So after having his number for maybe about 2 to 3 days, I gave him a call. I text first out of respect, told him who I were, and he was like, yeah, give me a call. And there you have it. Hello. I don't quite understand the language, but hello to you. It looks like it's Arabic. Greetings to you. Glad to have you aboard. Glad to have you aboard. So I believe that Grandmaster Slaughter is on to something. And when I say that, I believe because he's truly honest with his craft. It's a rap, is what he is. He's honest with his craft. I never said he doesn't have any issues. I don't know him personally like that. But I believe that he's honest with his craft. And as long as he's honest with them and true to them, they're going to be true to him no matter what anybody says. We're all trying to become perfect stones. Absolutely. Man, you're so right. But I'm going to say this again. As long as a grandmaster is true to the craft, they're going to be true to him. And no matter what anybody says about that grandmasters, those members of that jurisdiction know him to be true to them. And so therefore, he will be grandmaster for 20 some years. He will be grandmaster for 4 consecutive years, come back and run and win again. Because he's true. I'm not saying there's others who can be, but his shoes are going to be very difficult to fill. And that's where we're at right now with a lot of grandmasters, such as Brother Honorable Grandmaster Ralph Slaughter. You know, do you like? No, I don't even know what that is. Nelson, you know, I can't even comment on that one. Cut your hair, homie. Line it up. Man, look. I'm finna grow me an afro. You think I'm lying? I'm finna grow me an afro. I ain't gonna cut nothing. In 3 months, I'm gonna have an afro in 3 months. Where we at? We're in, this is May, June, July, August. In August, I'm gonna have me a nice little afro. That's what I'm getting ready to grow. I've had one before. I'm gonna grow it again. I'm not cutting anything. Brother said, get a line up, man. Do something with that. Nah, I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, and I'm going to let it do what it does, and poof, give me a little time. Oh, well, what's happening with the lawsuit is $36 million. That's what the lawsuit is, $36 million. He's 2-0. He's 2-0. So what do you think? Do you think a man would sue for $36 million if he didn't think he was going to win? For those of you who are out there, ask yourself, would anyone sue for $36 million if they didn't think they was going to win? Do you think a lawyer would take that case? I'll wait. Because it's on and popping right now. That's my question. Do you think that? I don't. I believe if somebody gonna put that amount out there, they know that they're gonna win. Nobody that I know of throws out a $36 million lawsuit and don't think or believe that their chances of winning is better than losing. You know, it doesn't happen. So that is what's going on with the lawsuit. There's a lot that's happening in the streets of Freemasonry. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start broadcasting information as people call and give it to me regarding Freemasons in the various jurisdictions, like making a news line, like boom, here's what's happening in the streets of Freemasonry, you know, because some of the stuff I come across, I'd be like, are you for real? Are you serious? But hey, it's out there. What is it about? The lawsuit itself is about defaming, or what you call it when you lie on somebody. What you call that? I gotta go back. I gotta go back and actually pull it up. I have it. I can't think of the name. or what you call it when you lie on somebody and you say they're doing this, but they're not. I can't even think of the name of it. Defamation. Boom. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Man, it wasn't coming. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's part of it. There's a little bit more in there, but that's part of it. And if he can prove it, that's the thing. What if he can prove that because the defamation, if he proves the defamation regarding the circumstances and what has happened to his name, to his Grand Lodge, what does this cost him? What if he's able to prove it, then what? Do you have the 36 million? Because I believe personally that he gonna take it. He's not gonna say, I'm gonna cut you some slack like he did in his last lawsuits, the last two lawsuits. He cut you some slack. He told me that personally. Brother Ralph Slaughter told me personally that his last two lawsuits that he won, his last two lawsuits, is that he cut them some slack. You paid him together, I think it was like 400,000, but he cut you some slack. It makes you wonder. Who is he? He's the Grand Master, Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Louisiana. That's who he is. If you're a Mason, if you're a Mason amongst the African American diaspora, you should know who he is. And if you are new to Freemasonry, you may not, but that's who he is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Roosevelt, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm going to sit and watch this whole thing play out because it's crazy. It is legitimately crazy. You should have left him alone. You should have left him alone. But now you got to pay the piper. Absolutely. I got a question for you. Martinez, I got a question for you. Where is heaven? I need for you to post and tell me where is heaven. I still remember when he was potentate of the Prince Hall Shrine in the early 2000s. Oh yeah, he was now look. Look, the man was not only potentate, but the man also was overseeing the what bowl game is that in the South? I want to say the Heritage Bowl. You know, that's one of the hugest things that happen in the SWAC. If you know anything about the South, the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, the SWAC, the Heritage Bowl, ain't nothing like it. You gotta go. You gotta go. But Martinez, since you on here, Angel, where is the kingdom of heaven? I need to know. Tell me. I need for you to tell me where it's at. I'm waiting. So yes, it is. The Boule, yeah, they real. You don't think they real? The Boule, yeah, they real. They are just as real as I'm sitting right here. Come on, you got to do better than that. What does Scripture tell you? Scripture tells you where the kingdom of heaven is at. Angela, don't come over here giving bad information. Come on, where's the kingdom of heaven? Come on, what does the Scripture tell you about that? I need for you to post. Don't tell me it's where God is. I need to know what does the Scripture say. I know where it's at, but I need for you to publicly say where it's at. Anyway, I know a man in Christ. No, that you can quote them scriptures. You're going to have to go if you can't tell me where it's at. Greetings, brothers. How are you doing? Oh, man, look. I'm having a good time right now. The discussion is Brother Ralph Slaughter, Grandmaster. His lawsuit of $36 million. We're talking about that. We also talked briefly in regards to the suspension of past Grandmaster of Illinois, Mainstream Grand Lodge. We also talked about having a more respect for the craft. We talked about that. We talked about the foundation of the craft. So this has been a topic. We've been really having a conversation of a variety of topics today. So that's what it's been like. You know, when I like I said, when I talked to Grandmaster Ralph Slaughter yesterday, and he told me what was going to happen, I wasn't going to say anything. It wasn't for me to say. But since I got the text tonight, said, go ahead, tell it. I'm telling it. You know. Have you searched the Bible? For what? Have I searched it for what? There is no better answer than what the Bible says. Well, tell me what the Bible says, sister. Tell me. Since you're on here tonight and I didn't block you, I didn't kick you off, I can have that conversation too. Who's the lady in the picture? This one? Is that picture right there? That picture right there? If you're referring to that lady, that's my wife. If you're referring to that lady over there, wait. There you go. You're referring to that lady? No. Over there? What about that one? There you go. Right there. What do you think about that one? That's some great artwork, man. I'm just saying. With the man. Oh, bruh. It's my wife. It's my wife. You know. I know a man. Come on, Angela. You got to do better than that. Come on. The third heaven. Where's the third heaven? Where's the third heaven? Come on. You got to do better than that. Salute from Texas. What's happening in Texas? They say everything is big in Texas. Don't get pulled over while you're in Texas. Please pull over to a safe place. Light it. You know, I'm just saying, I've driven through Texas before. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, you're a male. Okay, all right, my apologies. Now tell me where the kingdom of heaven is at. What does the scripture say the kingdom of heaven is at? Tell me. And where's the third heaven? Search the scriptures. But anyway, look, we've been on here for quite a while tonight, and I believe this has been a very interesting conversation. So Freemasons aren't bad. No. Look. Freemasonry is not bad. It is not bad, man. Let me tell you, there are some brothers in this Masonic order that I don't like, but man, do I enjoy the Masonic order? Heck yeah. I met some freaking great people. I have, from all walks of life. I'm telling you, from all walks of life, I would come across a Freemason. That's how great the organization is. However, I've met some that I wouldn't care to speak to again. But that's okay. That's life. But yeah, not being rude. I'm just uneducated on it. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I'm also a past deputy Grand Master from the state of Illinois. Ooh. Well, you know about that issue with the mainstream Grand Roosevelt. My apologies, but do you know about the issue with the past Grand Master of Illinois, mainstream, that he's been suspended for money? I got the article. If you, okay, I'm gonna give you my number. I'm gonna give you my email first. My email is jgjafam@yahoo.com. Okay. If you text me at 858-707-5582, I'll send you the article regarding his suspension. That was crazy, man. I mean, you talking money. Oh, Lord. Them folks got some money. I'm just saying, them folks got some money. Real talk. You in St. Louis? Nah, I'm not in St. Louis. Not at all. How do you feel about gun laws? I think they need to be enforced. You have plenty of laws on the books. They just need to be enforced. You don't need any new gun laws. You need the laws that they have on the books to be enforced. And when you enforce those laws, things will change. But until then, they are what they are. So you're interested? Let's see. I gave you the answer that you gave to us in the Bible. Look, you didn't give me that. Look, I didn't see that answer. So the kingdom of heaven is within. So if you're looking for God, God is here. All right. And the third heaven is up here. All right. When you're able to consciously connect to Christ, all right, to the Christ, when you're able to connect with Christ, when you're able to open this thing up and see God for who God is, it's here. Okay. Christ that lived 2,000 years ago gave you the example of how to be a healer, how to walk on water, because this is 80 to 90% water up here. Okay. He gave you that ability, but most of us shy away from it. We throw it away. So if you want to have that conversation, we can have that conversation. I'm speaking at church on Sunday. I'm just saying. Oh, that was deleted. What's up with you? Thanks for giving us the phone number. Hey, look, I don't mind talking to people. Some people I do mind talking to, some I don't. If we don't, it's whatever. What does the Bible say about secret societies? Well, what does it say about church? No, I'm not going to answer a question with a question. It says a lot about it says that in so many words in regards to secret societies is that those things that are done in the dark will be brought to the light. Secret societies are societies that you know nothing about. Freemasonry is not a secret society. It is a society of secrets. It doesn't fit that. It doesn't. I'm talking about it right now. So how would it fit that narrative? I'm just saying. So to answer your question, what does it say? It says those things that are done in darkness will be brought to light. Freemasonry don't do anything in the dark. We don't. We can't read what we got to do. We got to have lights on. We don't do it in the dark. We don't. And that's the truth. No, I don't know about the issue. This is the first time I've heard of it because I don't belong to that particular. That's no problem. I will send you the article. You can text me. You can text me your number from the number I gave to you. I'll send you the article, and it's crazy. The money. Oh my goodness. You know, I'll send it over to you. Watch money corrupt the simple man minds right in front of you. Ooh, I like that. Watch money corrupt the simple man's mind right in front of you. Huh. How do I die? When you stop breathing? I'm just saying, you asked the question, that's my answer. When you stop breathing, you die. I have no idea what that is short. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Right on. Do me a favor, repeat the number again for me. The number is 858-707-5582. The email is going to be jgjafam@yahoo.com. All right. So if you can get that over to me, if you hit me up, I'm gonna send you the article. And man, when you begin to read it, you're gonna shake your head. You think once you read that article, you're gonna be like, golly, bruh, them folks don't play fair. And I'm gonna say this. A lot of us don't know who our open enemy is. I'm going to say this one more time for the ones in the back. A lot of us don't understand who our open enemy is. So therefore, we allow ourselves to get caught up in a lot of things. So therefore, we miss the sneak attack upon us. We miss it. And then when we look around, it's like, oh, what happened? You wasn't guarding the West Gate. That's what happened. That's a fact. Absolutely, people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Those who don't understand Freemasonry destroys it for a lack of knowledge. You come against Freemasonry, you talk all the you don't understand it. It's just like you telling a person who's not a Christian, you're trying to convert them to be a Christian. Christ was never a Christian. Never. A Baptist, a Methodist, a Catholic. Never. He lived the life and showed you how you should live your life and be the example of God. You'll take that on the way home. You'll catch that later. All right. Do you have to be invited as a Freemason, or can you just join? Oh, just join. Just join. Go knock. If I would say this, if you know someone who's an Eastern Star or a Mason, ask that person. Once you ask them, right? This is what I would do. I would watch them. Let's see how they carry themselves. Let's see how they deal with other people. Because if they don't carry themselves the way you would carry yourself, if they don't deal with people the way you would respect to deal with people, that may not be the right lodge for you. That may not be the right chapter for you. So I would watch them. Once I asked to join and I got my membership application in and I filled it out and you're telling me to wait with patience, I'm going to watch you. I'm going to come. I'm going to assist. I'm going to help your lodge out. We're going to do some things in the community. We're going to blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to watch you, because I need to understand what type of lodge am I becoming a part of. I need to understand what type of chapter I'm becoming a part of. Because if you don't and you join that chapter, you join that lodge, you're going to be shaking your head like, what in the hell did I get into? I didn't sign up for this. So that is what I would do if I was you, looking to join a lodge or a chapter. Greetings, everybody who's just coming on. I've been on here for a minute. I was just getting ready to log on. I was just getting ready to log off. Do me a favor, hit the like button for me, please. I certainly would appreciate it. Jesus loves you. Need to repent for your sins. I do it all the time. And now let's just be honest. We all probably repent for our sins and go back and sin again. Because we fight against the flesh. We fight against the very instinct and nature of a man, of a woman. That's an everyday battle. You win some and you lose some. It's every day that you go out to fight that battle. You win some, you lose some. You're going to fight it until you can't fight it no more. None of us is going to be in a position to say, look at me. But we all going to be in a position to say, I fought the good fight. I gave it my all. And some of us is not going to give it our all. Some of us are going to say, well, I fought the good fight. I just didn't give it my all because some things I like doing. Some things I didn't. You have to be honest and true to you. You want to know what God looks like? Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You want to see God? Look in the mirror. God is right there looking back at you. I'm just saying. If you're not treating somebody the way you want to be treated, think about that. If you're not taking care of the poor, reaching out to the homeless, helping those who don't have, who's less fortunate, if you're not going to visit those who are locked up, locked out, shut in, shut out, if you're not doing those things, then you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You over here in my feed. Come on, talk back to me. Thank you. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff gone. I'm just saying. And see, I'm going to say this. See, while you're in church saying amen, do you even understand what the word amen really where it comes from? See, let me get on this soapbox real quick for a minute. For my diaspora, for the diaspora. See, a lot of us has been colonized into this thing we call Christianity until we forget that this thing in the Bible, this story that is being told about Christ has been told over 20 times about a person like that. It's a fact. This is not the first time this story ever been told. It's not. Isis, Horus. It's not the first time this story has ever been told about a person who's been born of a Virgin Mary. It's not the first time. It's like the 15th time. I'm just saying, and it's a fact. It's not somebody's making up. It's been thoroughly researched. I'm just saying, this is the truth. Ah, he is, Brother Diaz. That he is. Greetings to you. DJ Craig, what's happening with you, brother? Glad to have you on. Sydney, I am PHA number 278. Welcome aboard. How you doing? I hope that everything is going well with you and your family. Be blessed and enjoy the journey. That's for real. It's not all about good deeds. You know, it's all about doing good deeds. You have to have a personal, close relationship with God. If you're not close to yourself, if you don't have a personal relationship with you and understanding the journey that you're on, if you don't know your purpose, then you're lost. If you don't know your purpose, because all of us is here for a purpose, a reason. And if you don't understand it, and if you don't know it, then you got to go search that thing out. We all have talents that we can use to make this place a better place. Oh, man, come on. I got to move on. Let's see what we got. The Book of the Dead. Ooh-wee. See, a lot of people don't want to read that. Get the Book of the Dead. Get the Book of the Dead. Real talk. Oh, I'm doing just fine. Gun Guys 27. Welcome aboard. I appreciate you. Man, my conversation is, I'm all over the place right now. You should have been here earlier. You should have been here earlier, man. Wow, I'm all over the place right now. And I've been on here for 124. I want to say thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you. Okay, we was created for the sole purpose of worshiping the Lord Jesus Christ. So you say. So you say. Nah, not really. T. Jenkins. You know what? Angela, Angel. You know what? I could delete the post. I can kick them off. But you know, it's whatever. I'm just gonna let them continue to post. I'm glad that they're here. You know, as a matter of fact, Angel, give me a call. I posted my number. So your internal soul say. Oh my goodness, boy, y'all crazy. Greetings. Noah, what's going on with you? Let me see. Let me see what it says. We are here to co-create male and to make a positive impact. Go forth and multiply. That's just one of many commandments that he gave in understanding your purpose. What do I believe in? I believe in God, the creator, the architect of the universe. That's what I believe in. I don't know about you. What you believe in? Aren't you supposed to be a Christian in church in order to be a Mason? Nah. I'm gonna share this with you. JAMG. I'm going to go to church on Sunday. I'm going to speak at church on Sunday. After I leave church, I'm going to the mosque. Hear me what I just said. I'm going to go to church on Sunday. I'm going to speak. When I leave church on Sunday, I'm going to the mosque. Now, you may ask me, how can you do that? And the answer is, I'm not mad at the messengers because I get the message. What's going on? Let's see what we got. Oh, how many religions are there? There are several hundreds religions. I'm going to say that again. There are several hundred religions. However, Christianity is just one of many of those religions. And not only that, it is not the oldest religion. Neither is Islam is the oldest, and neither is Judaism. As a matter of fact, Judaism is not even a religion. I'm just saying, it's not. Okay, but you're here. See, when you're speaking a whole lot of nothing, but you're here listening to a whole lot of nothing. Now, who's crazy? You know? They all is explaining the truth. Let's see. All right. Okay. Man, this has been interesting. I didn't think I was going to get into a religious conversation tonight, but I'm glad you're here, and thank you for subscribing to the channel and popping in. See, I'm different. I'm not going to sit and debate anything like that. I will have a conversation with you, but I'm not going to debate you. Yep. I tell you what, go read Ecclesiastes 12 too while you're at it. Nope. Go read Ecclesiastes 12 and tell me what you think about that. Absolutely. I don't expect for you to remember everything, but however, I guarantee you there are going to be some folks on here today, and maybe tomorrow or the next day, they're going to remember some things that I said, because I know that I said some things that's going to touch them in such a way that's going to make them think. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to think. I don't need you to be a robot. I don't need you to follow the crowd. I need you to think for yourself. That's what I want. I want you to think for yourself. See, freedom is not free unless you're willing to die for it. You will remember that. Freedom isn't free unless you're willing to die for it. If you're not willing to die to be free, then you'll never be free. Why can't an ex-con be a Mason? Who said an ex-con can't be a Mason? Who said that? Who said it? I'm on my phone right now. I can't check to see if you sent it. If you sent it, I'll respond to it. I will respond to it. Oh, he said Trump 24. Okay, whatever. You know what? This thing, you know, here we go. I think an ex-con, after serving their time, should be accepting it. Well, depends on what you did. Hey, babe. Yeah. Oh. People were asking me about this picture behind me, and I said, that's my wife. Let me see. What's going on, Brother Taylor? Brother Taylor said, leave that man alone. You're going to learn. It's worth it. Oh, man. You know, they are what, you know, Brother Taylor, sometimes. I don't know, man. I'm just on here now. It's just, the conversation has just went way left, you know. It is what it is, man. Oh, I'm doing just fine, Robertson. I'm doing just fine. I appreciate you asking. It's Blue Label Lodge rules. I have noticed Prince Hall has adopted it. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I don't know. Dalla, I don't know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm up right now. I'm just reading the chats. Any question you want to ask me, I'm open for it. I've talked in regards to the lawsuit. I've talked in regards to the suspension of the Grand Master Mainstream Grand Lodge out of Illinois. I've talked about what it should be and how it should be for you as a Mason. I've even talked about religion on here. Something I didn't expect to get into tonight, but since they're here, you know. You ain't got not a bad what? Delete that one, somebody. Let me guess, you voted for the Sleepy Joe. I voted for my best interest. You could take that or let it alone. You know? He's not a demon. I'm afraid he just has not received revelations of what he read. Okay. Why was a man, let me see. Why when a man did, wait a minute. Why would a man did in his past be imposed to his future? Well, if you dealt in pedophilia, I'm sorry. If you dealt in that, no, because we have a youth group and we don't want you there. Let's just be honest. If you robbed a bank, there may be some question about you being the treasurer. You know, if you kill someone, you got to work on that. Now, if it's self-defense, that may be different. But if you kill someone and it wasn't self-defense, then, you know, bruh, come on now. Those are just some of the things. But if it's something that happens when you was a teenager, you serve your time, you did your thing, I don't see why what should prevent you from being a Mason. But if you did some harsh stuff, then yeah, that's going to be held against you. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, you serve your time to whatever you did. Yeah, I get it. But on the other hand, if you are engaged in some other stuff that wasn't, it's going to be difficult, bro. Just what it is. Tell those ghoulies, real unk. Let me see. Do my lodge accept felonies? Depends on what you did. Really and truly, it depends on what you did, you know. So I'm not going to say that we accept all felons. No, it just depends on what you done. That's all that is. But a man, let me see, Masonry is a religion. According to who? You said Masonry is a religion. According to who? According to who? You do know that the Methodists have a ritual that they go through. You do know that when you join church, that's a ritual that you go through. You do know those things, right? You do know that the Catholic has a catechism, a ritual. So when you talk to me regarding this thing, I know a little something. I don't know everything, but I know some things. So to tell me that Masonry is a religion is clearly not. We don't ask you to confess Jesus as your Lord and Savior. We don't do that. At least not in my Masonic body. We don't do that. So we don't have no way. We don't have a way to salvation for you. At least in my lodge, there's no way to. I don't have a way of salvation for you. I don't. I'm just saying. So Masonry is not. Brother, you're like a parrot. You don't stop talking. Well, Steve asked a question. Well, I'm on live, man. What do you want me to do? Be quiet? I'm on live, bro. I'm on live, man. Come on, Steve. Come in some slack, bro. So is Masonry all the same? No, Masonry is not all the same. There's some general differences. Depends on where you're at. Okay? Depends on where you're at. There's some general differences within the confines of Masonry, but there's wherever you go, there are signs and passwords are all the same. Maybe pronounced just a little differently, but it's the same. What's going on with you? Can I have a moment, please, in my birthday? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let me see. I'm going to throw a taco at you, Unc. JD, what's going on with you? Don't have to throw no tacos at me. Man, there's plenty of tacos around this spot. If Masonry is all about building yourself, why turn down a person? Okay. It is up to that lodge whether they would accept you or not. Because some things within the confines of Masonry, some people will agree, some people will not agree with it. Because of the esoteric teachings that some lodges do, some people agree, some people don't. You have to find that lodge that's going to say, okay, whatever you did in your past is your past, and we will assist and aid. We are not trying to save you. We ain't trying to give you a way to salvation. It ain't even that. You're going to have to go to church. You're going to have to find your church home or wherever you're going to go to get that, to get it, Scottish Rite or Prince Hall. John Wick, you're going to have to be more specific when you say Scottish Rite or Prince Hall, because are you talking pure Scottish Rite? You talking American Scottish Rite? Which two are you referring to? We clearly try to build their self. Thank you, everyone, for God. Of all the lodges, Prince Hall would be the last I thought would be turn a black man down. Well, brother, when you said you had a felony, I don't know your felony. And those are their rules. Those are their rules. Okay? So I don't know what to say. 32nd degree Master Mason here. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let me see. 32nd degree. Are you willing to unite with us with all of your heart? I'm just saying. You're 32nd degree. Texas in the house. What's going on, Texas? What's happening with you? Oh, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about right there. Correct answer. How long did it take you? Say 81 months divided by, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going there, hey, look. Hey, I am a past commander-in-chief, man. That's my house. That's my house. When they gave me them scales and told me, hey, to defend justice, brother, here's your sword. I'm saying that's what we do here. I'm just saying. What else we got? Why do people say y'all secretly run the world? You know what? Okay, John Wick. This is the reason why. Because there are individuals who are Masons that have jobs, and whether it be in security, whether it be national defense, whether it be in some other government agencies, there are Masons who have those jobs, and they think because you're a Mason, you know a Mason. So they try to connect those dots, and it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. So for them to say, oh, Mason's trying to run the world, there's no central, there's no central government that governs Freemasonry, except for your Grand Lodge. Your Grand Lodge runs the lodges that's under it. That's it. There's no one central Grand Lodge for all the Masons in the United States or around the world. None. Let me see. He said, and what's the difference between full Scottish Rite and the American Scottish Rite? Okay, full Scottish Rite, or what I consider true Scottish Rite, goes from 1 to 33rd. There is no Grand Lodge over the first 3 degrees. It goes from 1 to 33. That is true Scottish Rite. Within the American system of Freemasonry, you have what we call York Rite and Scottish Rite. The first 3 degrees are governed by the Grand Lodge. The latter degrees, the York Rite and Scottish Rite, or I can say the Scottish Rite, is governed by a Supreme Council. That is the difference. I think it's the 4 through 33 that is governed by the Supreme Council, and the first 3 degrees is governed by a Grand Lodge. That's the difference. I didn't say salvation, I said self-improvement. My apologies. Well, it depends. I mean, when you're looking for self-improvement and you think that Freemasonry may be the way to go, it may not be the way to go. It may actually be the wrong thing to become part of, to be honest with you, because you may come across people that may entice you to get back into that way of life. And I say that because every Mason who claims to be a Mason is not necessarily looking to help build you up. It's true. It's true. Currently, I'm a sergeant major in Oklahoma, National Guards. Oh, brother, thank you. Appreciate your service. Real talk, though. Murder and armed robbery. So you did murder and armed robbery. Brother, that's going to be difficult for a lot of lodges to accept that because you made a choice and that choice is now affecting some things that you might want to enjoy in life. I'm just saying. It's general large rules. Once you have a conviction, you can't practice masonry. Okay. You're very informative. Thank you for your service. Hey, real talk. You're connected in New York City. Get a rope. New York. Big city dreams. Everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You know, that's a Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. But I'm cracking up. I'm still thinking about what the brother said. You a parrot. You don't shut up. I'm on here. I'm supposed to talk. If I see things that I come across on the chat, I will respond. Yeah, what's your question? SAV, what's your question? My dad was like a 32nd Freemason. I just found out after he died out of Oklahoma. Oh, sorry for your loss. But if you have your father's Masonic rituals and things like that, I would encourage you to give it to the lodge. But if you want to keep it, keep it. It's his stuff. I'm going to say this again. If I will encourage you to give your father's Masonic material to his lodge. But if not, then keep it. You may not understand it. You may say, Dad, did you really? You know, but that's on you. Let's see. He said, you found out after he died. That's strange. You know, maybe he just didn't want nobody to know. I like a paper and ring. Truth hurts. I don't quite get it. Okay, Scary Masonic Lodge golf course. Not true. I don't know where that's at. Can I just stay inside and get drunk and high? That would be of your own DMC 2021. That is of your own free will and accord. You are free to do whatever you want to do. It's your life. It's your choice. Real talk. Please hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. You do? You think so? You think they should be able to wear Masonic symbols? Why wear something that you don't quite understand? Because it looks nice. You're going to wear it because it looks nice, but you don't understand. Huh? If you want to get into a position of power, which is the best large that will give you that opportunity. John Wick, it don't even work like that. It doesn't even work like that. I wish I knew that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen that way. Turn to Allah, brother. Assalamu alaikum. That's my greetings to you. Since you said turn to Allah, that's my greetings to you. I will be at the mosque on Sunday. Mosque number 9, San Diego. Absolutely. Brother Wali Allah, Brother Wali Ali is the student minister there. Great friend of mine. Masons can't hide. We wear too much jewelry, too many emblems. How the gag been recently? I don't even know. I got you, John Wick. I got you. When you're talking on the phone, sometimes it messes up. I got you. Absolutely, you should be proud to be a Mason. Absolutely. Over 35 years I am. Yep, over 35 years I've had a ball. Good times and bad times. I can't complain about it. Absolutely can't. Man, let's see. Near the highway, there's a gated building, the I don't even know where you at, bruh. I don't even know where that's at. Near the highway, the golf course, nearby, a bee's nest, symbols. You don't want to mess with them bees. You don't want to mess with them bees. Them bees are very industrial. I'm just saying. Hi, can you call my name? Nah, I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not going to mess your name up like that. Yati, Yata. And I think that's KHN, or KHIN, right? BHONE. I'm not going to mess your name up like that. I'm not going to do that to you. Yeah, 35 years. Absolutely. Nope. To the brother that asked me to call his name, I'm not going to mess your name up like that. I'm just recognizing the mere fact that you asked me to call your name, and I am not going to do that to me tonight. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I would never do it. I butcher your name, and that's disrespectful to butcher your name. Yeah, 35 years, same lodge, same jurisdiction. How long are you a Mason? Just asking. Ah, okay. From some of your responses that I'm checking out, I think that you are, but I'm really not sure. Let's see. Let me see. Masonry only want the best. Oh, okay. Well, Masons want the only best of men to join. I would say that. And when I say the best of men, I'm talking about those who have had moments in their lives. That's included. But when I say the best of men, I'm talking about those who overcome things in their lives. Um, those who are uncles, father, husbands. You know, you're doing the thing. You know, I don't need a thug. I don't need a thug. My brother Jason gets on me about that all the time. Let me see. He says, I know what brotherhood looks like for itself. Both of my grandfathers on each side were part of them. My grandfather is an Eastern Star. Oh, okay. There you go, John Wick. A gold-like paper in pattern, a big eggplant color hat from a lodge. The paper could be firm. It is like art. There is so much on it. Is that a riddle of some sort? Masonry is the only. Okay. Yeah, Mason only want the best of men to join. I get it. Absolutely. Your dad didn't invite you? Wait a minute. Truth hurts. Your dad did not invite you to be a Mason. Why is that? Why your dad didn't invite you to be a Mason? What is it that your dad knew that nobody else knew and he didn't invite you to be a Mason? What's happening with that? I'm just saying. Do you still box? Can't I see your belt, please, Mr. Leonard? Turning good men into great men, not bad mans into good men. Oh, well, you got a point. You got a point. You got a point. Greetings, everybody. If you're just tuning in, I want to say thank you for tuning in. I've been on here for quite a while, and I was talking earlier in regards to a $36 million lawsuit from Grandmaster Ralph Slaughter regarding the Conference of Grandmasters. I'm just recapping some of the things that we have talked about in tonight's subject matter, and that was just one of the topics. We also talked about some popped up on my screen. We also talked about the suspension of the past Grandmaster, the Grand Lodge of Illinois mainstream. We talked about what Masonry should be and how we should treat each other. We talked also about some religious things that popped up in here tonight. So we've been very active in conversation for tonight. I want to say thank you for definitely popping in. I got another question for you. I'm going to pause for a moment. If you want to call in live, hit the yes button. If you want to call in live, hit the yes button for me. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hit the yes button for me if you want to call in live. Okay, what I got? If you want to call in live, hit the yes button. Oh, I'm doing okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for asking. Oh, you got your grandfather's Masonic king. I'm catching up. Woo. Betcha, Najee. Okay, all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I was just asking if you wanted to call in to hit the yes button, but I guess nobody wanted to call in. You're a Mason in Oklahoma. Welcome aboard. Appreciate it. Kick her out of the screen. Kick who out? Who you want kicked out? Why am I a friend? I have no idea why you're a friend. That's not the Christian way. I'm trying to find out who wants to get kicked out. The bad ones. Okay. Greetings, greetings. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. I've been on here for like almost 2 hours. It's been a long time since I've been on YT for 2 hours. Don't censor. Let them be mean. Well, is that a yes you want to call in, John Wick? Is that a yes? Is that what you're referring to? Word. He want to kick me out. What the heck? In my culture, bitches mean brave. Oh, okay. I don't know what culture that is, but okay, I'll roll with it. What is the purpose of being a Mason? Well, I would tell you this here. It builds character. It definitely, you should already be a good man when you become a Mason. The purpose of joining the Freemason is a brotherhood in the essence. I mean, for me, I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody else. But for me, I've found that being a Mason, I've really come across some great people and it's forged some real relationships. And you would have to experience that for yourself. I'm telling you, you're going to have to experience for yourself. For me to try to really break that down to you is really not going to happen. It is not going to happen. So look, if you want to call in, you're going to have to call 619-286-0642 if you want to call in. Now, after tonight, that number will no longer be available. But tonight, the number you want to call is 619-286-0642. Are you? No, I'm not. But anyway, Mason mean to eat pork. What? Okay. So look, if you want to call in, the number is going to be 619-286-0642. Hang on for another 15, 20 minutes. I'll be on here, then I'm going to log off. So if you want to call in now, that will be the thing for you to do. Okay? I can't text you back while I'm on live right now. I can't do it. It'll have to be another time. I can't do it. No, the number I gave you is for a call-in number. Okay? That's a call-in number. That number is only good for the night. The first number I gave you is a number you can text me to. Two totally separate numbers. Oh, yeah? Oklahoma's in the house. Go get that money. You're into apprentice? All right. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to the Enter Apprentice. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Let's see. That's supposed to be Royal Arch. I am poor, eat me. With somebody. That's not what we're going to do here tonight. Boom. Nah, we're not going to do that. All right. So look, nobody called in. It is, I could not, hold on, let me check. It's after 12 midnight where I'm at. What time is it where you're at? Oh, congratulations on being an apprentice. It's very informative. Oh, Bozo the Clown. Oh, my God. 210. Okay, so you on the East Coast, you're probably Texas, someone on up in there. Louisiana, Arkansas. Okay, John Wick, you want to join, but you've heard a lot of dark stories. A lot of police here are very protective over the lodge. Well, you know, it is what it is. And don't let the dark stories deter you from joining a lodge. I'll say that. Absolutely. Encourage the Master Masons to go back and study. Absolutely. Tiger Woods. Will the Jews, ooh, hold up. What do you know about that? Will the Jews build the third temple? Oh, man, did you just touch a nerve when you said that? Bruh, that's going to have to be my next one. Will the Jews build the third temple to open the gate? You don't even know what you just said. And maybe you do know. That question is right there. That one. Oh. A lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people don't know about the third temple. A lot of people don't know about the third temple and what's supposed to take place after the third temple is built. That was on a whole nother level. Scared to walk into a lodge. Don't be afraid. Greetings, Art. What's the Art? Art 753. Bro, where you been, man? Where you been? Yes, it's always a pleasure. I've been on here for 2 hours and 6 minutes. I've talked myself into a frenzy. Don't listen to this, man. Read what the... Here we go. Come on now. My phone was about to go dead. You talking about don't listen to this man. Why you do me like that? I hadn't said anything on here negative about anything. So why you want to do that? Why you want to go do that? Why you want to go do that? I had to plug back in. Turbo power connected. Let's see. I have seen Grandmaster Lodge. Let dude rush through the initiation to be a master. Yeah, I've seen something like that, but no, we don't do that here. Do I know their meaning? Oh, okay. What's up, George B? George said, do you know the meaning of an occult? Who do I report to? Oh, you got to inform the Grand Master on that one. That's who you're going to have to let the Grand Master know about that one. Messiah, I appreciate that. Thank you. What? Please do some with Bozo the Clown. Hidden knowledge. Did you have to sell your soul? It's my soul. I don't sell that. It's mine. That's not given away very freely. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me see. When you see corruption in the lodge, who do you report to? I report it to my wishful master. If he doesn't do anything about it, then I tell I will write a letter to the Grand Lodge. Absolutely. I will bring that person up on charges of unmasonic conduct. Absolutely. Let me see something real quick. There you go. There you go. Yeah, George B is in Buckeye, Arizona. Yes, Freemasonry is still thriving. Absolutely, and I love it. You have to do what? We don't do that. No. Don't do that. No. Nobody pisses on the crucifix. No, that's crazy. Pray for Jesus, sir. I'm here. I never go any. Let me see. Art said, I'm here. Never going anywhere, bro. Just observing, bro. And loving the craft. Staying out the bushes. Oh man, you got me cracking up. Appreciate that. Yep. Let's see. I don't know where them people get that stuff from, man. Pissing on a crucifix. I don't know. I have no clue where a lot of this stuff comes from. If this is your first time coming in and you're asking me what type of work do I do, you got to go back and look at my later videos. You'll see. Initiation is very cool. Initiation is great. Absolutely. It takes the fun out of it. It really, really does. It really takes the fun out of it. I should be on TikTok right now, huh? We have a TikTok channel called Junji Jones Research Lodge number 147. We are on TikTok. You can follow me over there sometimes. I usually go over there, but usually I'm here. You can find me here at least 80% of the time. Yeah. The initiation part is great. I believe that the initiation itself enhances the rites of passage for a man. That's my thought. I don't know. Meeting me in person, it's possible. It's possible. Are you a Mason? Simmons B or Simmons B or B-E-Y. Are you a Mason? Because I'm all over the place though. Nope. Well, I don't know how we're gonna meet in person. I have done some bricklaying. I have built some things. Yes, I've done that. Oh, in Arizona. He's not a Mason, George. I know a part of the initiation ritual you work in. Blindfolded, have one. What they got to do with anything? But you tell it. You can go. Let me tell you this here. To all of you who are listening at this time, you can buy a Masonic ritual. You can buy it and you can read it. But until you go through the process, you will never understand what you read. You won't get it. It'll be like, I read it. I got it. But do you understand what you have and why? Why go through those things? If you don't know the why, then reading it it's not going to do you any good. John Wick, I'm just saying. Why do they have one leg, pants leg rolled up? And why are they blindfolded? You got to know the why. Read the ritual, but why is what you need to know. Yes, you are a Mason. Is that what you're saying, Bay? B-E-Y, is that what you're saying? You are a Mason. And if you are, what lodge are you part of? Let me see. A bricklayer, Grand Architect, Jacob's Ladder, 2 pillars. Oh my goodness, this guy right here is on fire. Do you take any office in the lodge. I'm the sitting worshipful master now. This is the second time in 20 years. This is my second term. Yep, being a book mason without the guide doesn't work. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he's in Arizona. All right. The ritual is important to understand the 3 pillars of Masonry. Yeah, it is. It is important to understand. Absolutely. What's going on, Eve? What's happening with you? Oh, okay, cool. You gave me your email? Fine. You see, catechism. Oh, no. I thought that was catechism. My fault. Gnosis. I think I'm messing up the word up. Not going to do that to myself. What about the tree of life? I have a ritual on that. Want to talk about Jesus? Have you ever went to a black church? I'm all over the place now. AFC boxing. You ever been to a black church? What's for master? Grand officer. Wait a minute, I missed that. Greetings. Matthew, what's going on with you? Welcome. I've been on here for a while, man. Oh, I'm doing quite well. I can't tell you what the 3 pillars are on here. That would not be nice. Absolutely. But wisdom, strength, and beauty is what I deal with. I can't tell you what the 3 pillars are, but I can tell you that wisdom, strength is beauty. Wisdom, strength, and beauty is what I deal with. Man, I appreciate you checking in on me. As an atheist, I go to church often. Well, I'm glad you go to church. Okay. If your history, you know Masonry. Wizard of Oz, okay. All right, I'm just getting some crazy things on here tonight. Ooh-wee. I guess after 12 o'clock, as Houdini said, the freaks come out at night. Man, I'm getting silly now. Hey, look, I'm getting silly now, but it's been fun. It's really been fun reading all the different things that people have been posting. What you think about the Cat Williams? What was he talking about? What was Cat Williams talking about before I answer? What was Cat Williams talking about? Before I leave, that's what I want to know. Let me see. Oh, boy, they popping up tonight. Oh, man, you got to see Joe Reagan podcast. What was he talking about? What was Joe talking about on his podcast? And which part? Is it new? Is it a new podcast he just done? Messiah, you doing too much. You doing too much. Ooh wee. It's kind of new. Okay. What was he talking about on that particular podcast, though? I'll go check it out. I just need to know what I'm pulling up and what I'm looking for. And then I'll pull it up. Let's see. Could DC be the third temple? I never considered that. I really never considered DC being the third temple. But that is very possible. That is very much so possible that DC could be the third temple, but I really never gave that any real thought. I never gave that no thought. But since you brought it up, I may have to consider that.
What up, Daddy?
It looks like food.
You can have the rest of my jambalaya.
No, thank you very much. Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp,
Is that my?
Terrence Howard, and Joe Reagan. Oh, Terrence, yeah. Terrence, oh, he's on a whole nother level.
Is that my wine?
Oh, that was good too.
I know.
It was good. It was good. Thank you. You know what? You left it open. You know that, right?
I know. I was rushing out of here.
So did you? I thought, you know what I thought when I saw it?
What you thought, Dad?
You left it open for me. My daddy wanted the song.
You know that. You know.
I've been live for like 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Really? I didn't get a notification.
I'm live. I won't, not TikTok.
Oh, on what?
I'm on the YT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's happening over here tonight. Want my food, please.
You say you didn't want it.
That's a lie. I didn't say I didn't want that.
Yes, you did.
No, that's somebody.
I asked you.
I said yes.
You did not say yes.
I'm saying yes.
Now you are. You didn't say that at first.
Y'all hear this? See how your kids treat you when you get old?
No. I treat you good, sir. I treat you good. Don't you sit up here and start acting Hollywood on me.
Anyway, just share your food with your daddy.
Chicken and shrimp.
Chicken and shrimp. I got chicken and shrimp right there. Do I have to heat it up? Do I need a fork?
Maybe. Yes, you will definitely need a fork.
Chicken and shrimp. Look, guys, let me see. Give the answer without saying it smart. What was the question? He was talking about some kind of spiritual stuff and kind of conspiracy stuff. Oh, yeah. I seen that. If that's the one you're speaking with Terrence Howard. Now, is it Terrence Howard? Brother, he's on a whole nother level. That's real talk. The Masonic age in vegetarianism. What about PHA? Chubby Cheeks. Did I say that right? Yeah. Boy, what a name. What about PHA before I log off? Brother Byers. George, you can hit me up later on. I'm still going to be up. He is onto some stuff. That's why they keep trying to kick him off the various channels, because he is onto some stuff. That is true. That is actually true. Congratulations. Congratulations. Whatever you do, don't quit. You're 2 days into college. If I'm understanding that right, don't quit. Get your degree. And I hope that you get a degree to where you're going to be able to make some money. I'm just saying, get into a degree that you're going to be able to leave college and go get some money or start your own business with your degree. That's nothing more, nothing less. Do that for you. Don't get a degree and you leave college and you're asking somebody for a job. You're trying to fill out applications. If you are majoring as a lawyer, you can start your own company. If you have a degree in physical therapy, you can start your own thing. In nursing, you can. I'm just saying, there are so many things that you can do when you have that paper in your hand. So congratulations, continue the journey, and get your degree. You paid too much money to have a degree and it not work for you. Too much money. Go get it. Oh, Messiah is a profane. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. So look, I'm about to cut it out. I want to say thanks to everybody that's coming on. I appreciate you. I hope I was able to give you some good information tonight. Oh, I'm doing, Eve, I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good night to you. I tell you what, if there's a subject matter that you want me to talk about, post it after I log off and we'll get it done. Show us the chicken and shrimp. It's just like me to show y'all the time. I'm not showing you my chicken and shrimp. I'm finna get ready to go eat, and it's late. Salam to you, my brother. Nah, I ain't showing you the food. Can't do it. Can't. No, I'm good. I'm gonna sip on my cranberry juice. I'm gonna eat my chicken and shrimp. Brother George is gonna call me when I log off tonight, and we're gonna call it a night. I really enjoyed this live feed. I'm not gonna lie. Brother George, hit me up. Peace to everybody. Much love to you. Hit the message. Leave a message later on when I log off, and we'll make it happen. Until next time, whatever you do, stay out the bushes, keep your light on, and continue the journey. I'm out.